know that feeling when you open up Cursor, Claude Code, or Windsurf, the front end builds fast, components, pages, styling, done in minutes, and then you need a database, or authentication, or file storage, and suddenly you're 3 hours deep in PostgreSQL configs and authentication docs, and you haven't shipped a single actual feature. You sat down to build something cool, and now you're debugging environment variables at midnight. Every developer knows this feeling. Most of us just accept it. But you know, InsForge is your back-end problem solution. Think of InsForge like Supabase, but rebuilt from the ground up for AI agents. It gives you PostgreSQL, JWT authentication with OAuth S3 compatible storage, serverless functions, and a built-in AI model gateway. All through a semantic layer your AI agent can configure from plain English prompts. It connects natively to Cursor, Claude Code, Windsurf, and Klein via MCP. The local version is free forever. Enough explaining, let's build. Head to insforge.dev and create an account after that. Create a new project, and your backend is live. Now open the Connect tab and you'll see configuration options for different AI coding tools, plus a VS Code extension available for Cursor, Windsurf, Klein, and others. I'm selecting Cursor from the drop-down. After the first setup step, InsForge gives you a text prompt to verify the connection. Copy it now in my Cursor's tools under MCP settings. I can toggle InsForge on or off. You'll also see the full list of backend tools which you can call directly. To confirm everything is connected, I paste the copied command into Cursor. It fetches the docs and gives me a full project overview. We're live and connected. Now that InsForge is connected, let's give Cursor a simple prompt to create a project. A demo accounting dashboard in this case, as you can watch the prompt on screen, but you could build anything. A task manager, portfolio site, restaurant menu app, etc. Cursor sets up a Vite and React project, installs dependencies, adds the InsForge SDK, and configures environment variables in the .env file automatically. The DV server starts, and we have a running app in the browser. It's static right now. No users, no data, no backend yet. But the foundation is there, and the InsForge connection is ready. Let me know in the comments. What app are you going to build with InsForge? And which IDE are you using? Cursor, Windsurf, Claude Code. I'd love to see what you come up with. Adding authentication to an existing app used to mean hours of work. Authorization flows, session handling, secure token management. With InsForge, it's one prompt. I type, add authentication to this app, include sign-in and sign-up pages, and protect the appropriate routes. Cursor fetches the InsForge authentication documentation automatically, installs the required dependencies, and generates the sign-in and sign-up pages with full protected route logic built in. InsForge handles JWT-based authentication with authorization support out of the box, so you get email and password sign-up, session management, and security compliance without any manual configuration. I test it by creating a new account with an email and password. InsForge sends a verification code, I confirm it, and I'm logged in. Now I switch over to the InsForge dashboard and go to the authentication section. The new user is showing up in real time. That's live user data, secured and stored, built entirely from a single text prompt. Authentication is working. But right now, the app doesn't actually store any meaningful data. So let's add a real feature that reads and writes to the database. I'm building a bookmarks manager. I prompt InsForge to create a bookmarks table with ID, title, URL, description, user_ID, and creation time. Then build a bookmarks page where users can add, view, edit, and delete entries in a card grid layout. InsForge fetches the database SDK documentation, then generates the SQL query to create the table schema. Under the hood, it's a full PostgreSQL database, structured, scalable, and production-ready. InsForge asks me to run the query inside the dashboard to create the table. One-click table created. The bookmarks page is now live in the app. I add my first bookmark, a title and URL, and it saves instantly. Back in the InsForge dashboard under tables, the entry is right there, visible in real time. We've got users and we've got data. But what about files? What if I want users to upload images alongside their bookmarks? That's where InsForge's storage layer comes in. I prompt InsForge to create a storage bucket called bookmarks thumbnail and update the bookmarks form so users can upload a thumbnail image alongside each bookmark. InsForge uses S3 compatible cloud storage, the same industry standard as Amazon S3, so it's production grade from day one. The agent fetches the storage SDK docs, creates the bucket automatically, and updates the front end to include an image upload field. I don't write a single line of storage code. I test it. Add a new bookmark, select a dummy image, and upload it. The thumbnail preview appears immediately in the bookmark card. And in the InsForge dashboard under Storage, the image file is sitting right there in the bookmarks thumbnail bucket. You can even do full CRUD operations directly from the dashboard, and everything syncs to the app in real time. So now we have authentication, a live database, and cloud file storage, all built from prompts, all working together. But here's the part I've been building toward. What if we could add actual AI-powered features inside the app itself? Here's where InsForge goes a step further than anything else in this space. InsForge has a built-in AI model gateway, letting your app call AI models directly without API keys or extra code. My prompt: add a suggest with an I button next to the description field in the bookmarks form. It uses InsForge's AI to auto-generate a description based on the bookmark's title and URL. I test it, enter a title and URL, click Suggest with AI, and within seconds, a description is generated and filled in. I save the bookmark, title, URL, thumbnail, and AI-generated description, all in one click. With no extra setup, InsForge handles the entire AI integration. Now, the app is full stack, with users, data, files, and AI, just ready to ship. InsForge includes a built-in deployment tool. I run the deploy command through the MCP tools, and within seconds, I have a live production URL. Everything is working. Authentication, PostgreSQL database, S3 file storage, AI content generation. All live, all production ready. And none of it required manual database configuration. No deployment pipeline, just prompts.
Now that you've seen what InsForge can do, the obvious next question is, how do I write better prompts so my AI agent builds features like these faster and more accurately? I have a video on advanced AI prompting techniques that pairs perfectly with everything you just watched. The link is on screen right now. Go check it out. It'll make every future project you build with InsForge significantly better.